going on, guys? Today I'm going to do two things. I'm going to first talk a little bit about these leather grips that I've got, and the other thing I'm going to talk about is how I got this bike. So lately I haven't been able to ride because it's been a lot of flood warnings out here, and luckily where I'm at, we're a little bit above sea level, or a little bit higher than the rest of the cities around us, so we haven't had flooding out here. However, some of the other towns around where I live are underwater right now. Now, it's the only day that it's not actively raining, so it's the day I'm coming out here to ride for y'all. Now, you can see it's still really wet, and it's been raining for the past 2 weeks, and it's going to rain for the next 2 weeks probably. So how I got this bike is I have a cousin, and her husband, who's cousin by marriage, rode bikes together. This was her bike. About 5 years ago, give or take, she got a brain tumor. And she did alright for a little while, but she just wound up getting worse and worse, and she wound up passing away on us here recently. And originally, my cousin, the male, was going to sell her bike. However, one day he called me up and asked me if I wanted the bike, and I told him, like I said, I can't really afford it. I said, I appreciate the offer. He's like, oh, no, I don't mean sell you the bike, I mean give you the bike. And I was like, oh. I said, well, I'll take it. And I tried to offer him some more money, but he really felt good about giving me the bike, and I really appreciated him giving it to me. So that's how I got the bike, and I didn't give him but $1 for it. But it was a really good thing he did for me. And we all miss Sydney, and he lives out about an hour from my house. And because of all this rain, we hadn't done anything together, but eventually we're planning on going, and we're going to ride together sometime during the week when I'm off work. We got a few different places he knows about up near where he's at that he wants to take me to. I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to one place called the Rattlesnake Saloon, and it's not really a saloon, but it's a restaurant in a cave, which I feel like will be awesome. And he's also got one of those national park trails that a lot of motorcyclists go to. It's like 30 minutes from his house. So sometime soon, when it gets a little warmer and it's not raining so much, I'm going to go up to his house and we're going to ride together. Now I will say, the cousin that wants me to ride with him, his name is Van Nelson. And he doesn't have a bike right now, he has a trike. He currently has a Can-Am Ryker, which is, some of y'all know what that is. It's similar to the Can-Am Spider, but it's got the 2 wheels in the front, the one in the back, and it's real sporty. He might wind up letting me ride it at some point, but he really loves that thing. And I've seen him ride it before. It's pretty quick. But if he lets me ride it, you know, I'll do a review of it too. And also, another thing I want to do is I'm going to give an update. So I've been looking around and thinking about it. I hadn't sold my Kawasaki Ninja yet, but when I do sell it, I'm 100% going to get an FZ09, a Yamaha FZ09. I've been looking at a few other bikes, but after looking, I've really decided that that's the bike I just really want, and I don't want to settle. I actually settled on that Ninja because I was looking at other bikes, but it wound up either selling or, you know, I just couldn't afford them, and then that one came into the picture, and I was like, well, I really like it, but it wasn't exactly what I wanted. So now this time I'm going to get exactly what I want. Now they got one about an hour from my house right now, but there's only one. And they also have an FZ8, a Yamaha FZ8, which are really rare, and I was thinking about getting it, but that's where I really decided about. I really just want the FZ09, and if they sell it, I'm going to look elsewhere to try to find one. So I know they got some in the next state over, but that would be like a 3-hour drive for me. But if this one sells, I'll probably make the drive. I've got a trailer now, so I could drive out there, put it on a trailer, and drive back. Now I will say, my dream bike right now, my absolute dream bike, the bike I really want, is an FZ10 or an MT10. but you know, they're in the upwards of 10 grand right now. But they've got a 4-cylinder engine. It's the same engine that's in the Yamaha R1s. It's just tuned lower for more torque but less horsepower, so you don't get as much top end, but you get more low end. And in all reality, riding on these roads I ride, I don't need the top end. I like the low end. Now an FZ09, it's a step down from the FZ10, but it drops to like half the price of an FZ10. But it's the only series in there that has a 3-cylinder engine. So it's got a 900cc 3-cylinder engine. And if you drop back down to the FZ07, which is what my buddy just bought, it's got a twin engine. It's got a V-twin engine in it actually, and it does pretty good, but I really wanted something a little more than it, and it still costs the same as an FZ07. Like, the prices are right there at it, or FZ09 and FZ07 cost right the same, and I really want an FZ09. I really want to make the step up from what I have now. Now, on the flip side of this, I'm going to talk about these leather motorcycle grips. I will say they feel better than the stock grips. I mean, I actually have good traction on it, but I mean, you do feel all those pressure points, like where the tape was. It sticks up a lot, and you can feel them. It's not the most comfortable, but I do have good traction. But where those tabs are, you can feel them too. But they haven't come back up yet, so maybe they'll stay down. We'll see how they hold up by the end of this ride. Well, we're coming to the end of the ride, so we'll say they've held up this time. The leather motorcycle wrap, so I can feel this left one kind of peeling just a little bit, so we'll let you know when I've had more extended rides how they hold up. And next time I ride, I gotta get gas. Thank y'all for watching.